welcome back. The finale of this illustrious pay per view. Normal rules with a dash of extreme. Sorry, folks, it's been a few days removed, about 3 days to be exact, from the pay per view. Life gets in the way sometimes and things happen. But yeah, I wasn't going to leave you hanging without talking about the main event with my man, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, versus the Demon, Finn Balor. If this wasn't Roman's run, if this wasn't his biggest run of his career, I would say that this match would have a lot of possibility and a lot of um, perhaps peril to it. But as it is Roman's run, as it is the Tribal Chief's world, as we are all just in his universe and just lucky enough to be rotating around, it didn't have any type of peril whatsoever. As I've said a few times throughout the review of this pay-per-view, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Extrapolate that tenfold for this particular match, because unfortunately, you just knew. I mean, if you thought for 1 second that Finn Balor was going to pull it out, you weren't a wrestling fan. You don't pay attention to wrestling or booking of any type. This reeked of telegraph all over it, especially when the announcers leading up to this pay-per-view were saying, "Oh, the Demon is undefeated. The Demon is undefeated. The Demon has never been beat. What has Roman got himself into?" You knew it. It was like, as a Patriots fan, when Tom Brady was our quarterback and they would say, "Tom has gone 26 games without throwing there's an interception." It was one of those things. You just knew this was going to be Finn's time to be beaten. But how was he going to go about being beaten? Was it going to be a squash? Was it going to be a real contest between the two? Was it going to be a war? That was the interesting part. Like, how was it going to be? It was an Extreme Rules match, so that means it lent open the door to anything. The Usos, a returning superstar or wrestler, somebody for Finn's aid, wacky shenanigans of all types, and we'll get there. So, first off, I thought the entrances were great. Finn always does a great job as the demon character, but this entrance was a little meh. He didn't do the crawling and the skulking that he usually does when he stalks the stage with the dry ice and the fog, and like going along with the doo music and everything. He was just kind of out there and just on a mission to get to the ring and kick Roman's ass. It was cool. The Demon's a great visual. Always has been. One of my favorites. Roman's entrance is made for these types of battles, because he just saunters down to the ring. He soaks in the crowd's anger and just drains it. And he slows everything to a very, very crawling tempo. And I like it because it's very much a champion's entrance. I dig it. I always have. He knows what he's doing. And it's a fabulous tweak to his character. The more that Roman Reigns' character goes through evolution, the better he seems to get. And he gets more comfortable in his own skin, so to speak. Whereas, it's funny for this, I could say that Finn has been out of the demon character for a very, very long time, and didn't seem quite so second nature to Finn anymore. He almost seemed like the prince is more where his comfort zone is. So it was good. It was definitely not a squash. Roman had his hands full. And there was all kinds of little nuances and stuff that really, even though you knew the end was never in question, you were never in doubt that Roman was going to retain the title. I'm sorry, spoiler. That you enjoyed it. They still took you on a nice ride. It was kind of like if Becky and Bianca was the main event, this was the nightcap. This was like the palate cleanser to just kind of say, hey, that was a really good meal. What can we have to cap it off? And it was just kind of like a nice drink with a little good of a dessert. It fitting. Um, but with Sasha coming back the way she did, I would have probably made that the main event. I really would have, especially how this one ended. I would have really made that the main event. It wouldn't have hurt the card by any means, and it would have really like upped the ante for the crowd's, ire. I think, and in participation, it would have been really cool. But this was fun. I mean, it was back and forth. Roman had a hard time. I liked it. Finn did his best Mick Foley impression by just kicking out of every friggin' thing. And that was cool because, you didn't squash the demon. The demon did not deserve to be squashed. A character like this does not deserve to just be tossed aside for the sake of being a sacrificial lamb to a greater competitor or to a greater character. I'm all bias considered here. But I thought it was tough because I just, again, without having that peril apparent, it's just, there's no danger. There's no sense of danger. So the urgency isn't there as much. And that was good because they really dragged it out. Like they gave you, I think it was like a 20 to 25 minute main event. There was no rush. Roman was having his time. He was beating him down. He was very firmly in control at one point, but then he was on his heels at another. And there was this really neat exchange where he spears Finn right through the barricade, which was just really, really well done, timed good, and just had a lot of impact to it. But when he got out there, he threw Finn across the pre-show table, the glass table, and just having his way with him. But Paul Heyman hands him a mask, and Pat McAfee does this great job, and he's like, "There you go, Roman. He doesn't want to be out there with the scum that is the WWE Universe," and he's donning a mask. But we all know Roman is immunocompromised. Very highly documented, very well known. The man came back from leukemia. God bless him. So, of course, with COVID and variants and whatnot, he didn't want to take any unnecessary risks. So he threw on his mask, and I gotta say, he looked fucking badass doing it. I mean, the guy can do no wrong in this stage of his career. He looked even more menacing, just beating the shit out of Finn back and forth all across the arena. And I really dug it because he almost looked like a badass Mortal Kombat ninja, just kicking the crap out of everybody. It was really cool the way he did it. And I thought it was a smarminess to his character, the way Pat McAfee was able to do the commentary to keep it. He did it for truthfully real health reasons, but it fit his character that, I'm better than you. I'm a little bit more of a pious, type of person. I don't want to breathe the air that you regular people breathe. So I thought that was neat. But then they get back to the ringside area, and then that's when shit starts going awry and wacky. People ask for tables, and he has a nice exchange with the fans, and he's like, "You don't get the tables till I say you get the tables." And then Finn has a couple of, offensive flurries and whatnot, and Roman puts him down really hard. And when he puts him down hard, Finn's on his stomach, laying face down, and you just think, he's out. But then the lights go red, and Finn's music starts to pipe up a little bit, and it's just the heartbeat of the demon, the boom, 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 boom. And as you hear the thump through the stadium, Finn's body is spasming on the ground at the mat outside, like matching with the heartbeat. And Finn did a really great job of choreographing this here, where like the heartbeat was like shocking him back to life like a defibrillator. So I thought that was really cool. And when that occurred, he just became fucking unstoppable. He just was like mowing Roman down, and the Usos got involved, and the kitchen sink got involved, and he was just taking it all, and he was like, "Bring it, bitch, I can handle it." Like nothing was phasing him. Roman hit him with a Superman punch, and he just like bounced rubber back up. And I was like, holy crap. They did a great job even making me, who was so jaded and absolutely certain that there was no way Finn was going to win, that even I was like at this point going, shit, Finn could actually pull this thing out. I said, other than, Meteor or Brock Lesnar, nothing's going to stop him from winning this. And I thought that was interesting. And so it goes back and forth for another few minutes. And finally, you get the spot that you're waiting for. He attempted it once in the match already, I think. You get Roman in position for the coup de grace. And I was like, okay, if he hits the coup de grace in this form of demon with this, invulnerable flurry, that's it. We're getting a new champ. And I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what is going to be the explanation on SmackDown, if any whatsoever. But he goes up to the top rope. He's ready to deliver the coup de grace. And all of a sudden, the ropes just break loose. The whole top rope just falls down. Finn falls. Roman covers. Match over. That's as WWE booking as you can ever get. Now, I heard people complain that, we got we got Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega in a draw in their first match in AEW. Yeah, difference was that was a 5-star classic from the moment they locked up, even with a draw. This was the shits. This was terrible booking. I don't know what the hell this was. So, the invulnerable demon, the unbeatable demon force, is beaten by a ring malfunction, essentially. Roman couldn't put him away himself. The Usos couldn't put him away himself. The 187th Brigade or 177th or 155th, whatever, if you're into the military stuff, couldn't put him down. But a ring rope breaking put him down. And I thought that was a really, really janky way to end what was totally, throughout the whole night, an extremely pleasant show to watch. This is where WWE shines. They do so much better on the nondescript, medium, low-key shows versus these mega, mega, mega booked events. So I'm not angry with the result because it means Roman retains. I'm just a little nervous now because there was no Lesnar on the show, which means Lesnar's in the wings. Is Roman going to get sacrificed at the altar of the Saudi prince? God, I hope not. I don't think it would do the WWE any long-term or short-term success to throw the title back on Brock Lesnar. I mean, yeah, he looks cool as a lumberjack Goro, but he doesn't need the belt. Roman can beat him, or they can go to a no contest, or whatever, long as it's good. I don't know where the hell they go from here. I guess we're going to have to watch on Friday night, which is only a couple nights away. And I apologize for getting this out so late, but like I said, life. A lot of questions, not many answers, and we'll have to see next time. Take care. Oh, before I go, and I apologize. Yeah, I have to rate this one. So, this was a 2.5 count. The ending was so bad, much like the Charlotte and Alexa shenanigans. This ending was so bad that it had to take away from the overall ranking. Normally, I don't give anything that's a Roman main event under 3 stars or 3.5. Nah, this was a 2.5 all the way. I'm not going to even dare try to put it in the same speak as the Becky and Bianca unbelievable match. This was okay. So, that's all from me. Next time I'm back, I will be back fully flanked by my co-host, the amazing, the impeccable, the benevolent, intelligent, extravagant, and eloquent Donnie Wonderful. He was sorely missed, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Take care.